Lulu is awake. I'll do anything I can to help.
Including planting a bug on Jack Brennan?
If the system fails you, I won't.
We, the jury, find the defendant.
After Jason's chat with Danny yesterday, it's clear where his priorities should lie, but let's see if he gets it. He's all ready to send Anna off to track down Valentin and Charlotte on her own. "I've got my son to take care of," he says. Ah, classic Jason, always putting his kid first, except when it's Anna in trouble, of course. Because let's be real, after that kiss between Anna and Jason, there's definitely something going on there. I think it's pretty obvious Anna has feelings for him, but who's really surprised? Honestly, I've been a Jason fan for ages, but it's time for some growth. Characters can't just stay stuck in the past forever, especially when they're old enough to know better. Take Tracy from the 80s. She would have never cared about befriending a stable hand like Cody. Jason needs to step up. It's time to grow up, stop letting Anna, Sunny, and Carly drag him into their messes, and be a father first. His son Danny needs him way more than anyone else right now. And as for Carly trying to step in as Danny's mom, let's just stop right there. She doesn't belong in that father-son scene, and honestly, nobody needs her to play mom when she's not. Let Danny and Jason have their moment without her hovering. Then Anna comes around again, asking Jason for help. "Really, Anna? What's the deal? You can go find Valentin by yourself, no problem. Jason doesn't need to drop everything just because you need a hand. Go ahead, find someone else to tag along, because Jason's where he belongs with his son." Also, let's talk about the Lulu saga. Honestly, it doesn't even come close to what's happening with Sam's character. The whole storyline is such a letdown, and frankly, I just don't care anymore. But at least the Willow or Drew drama is fading into the background. Go Drew, just go away already. Anna should have figured out Valentin on her own. She let him go, so that's on her. She doesn't get to drag Jason into her mess again. Jason says all the right things, but watch how quickly he bolts to help Anna. His fatherly words to Danny are just empty talk. Jason's just lining up to play the hero again, and guess what? That means leaving Danny alone. Who cares if he's in pain, right? As long as Jason gets to be the knight in shining armor. Good dad? Yeah, not so much. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Jason really isn't to blame here, not like Anna is. She's the one who decided to let Valentina go, not him. Anna's the one who let her personal feelings get in the way, and that's her problem. Nothing to do with Jason, right? Honestly, why is Anna even asking Jason to find Valentin? It's not like Jason's job to hunt down criminals. Anna's the former WSB and current police commissioner. She has all the resources she needs. She's the one who let him go in the first place. So, Anna, why don't you clean up your own mess? Jason has bigger priorities, like putting his son first. There's no fallback parent for Danny. It's just him now. Anna needs to just leave Jason alone. It's honestly getting uncomfortable to watch. And for the record, Jason's not a cop, detective, or private investigator. Yet somehow, he's always the first one they call when something goes wrong. Now, we're going to bring back Chucky Charlotte too. Great! Rick's doing great since he came back, even if he's supposed to be some slimy lawyer. Look, when I say I'm tired of Anna, I mean it. Danny needs his dad now, not Anna's mess to clean up. She chose to let them go. She's got all the connections as police commissioner, so why is she constantly calling Jason? It's almost embarrassing at this point. Jason needs to put his foot down and make sure Anna knows it's her fault Valentin has gone. Time to focus on your son, Jason, and stop running off again. And honestly, Jason and Danny should spend more time together. He's not in a relationship, and he just lost the love of his life. And seriously, Carly, enough already. Jason doesn't need her clinging to him like he's some child. He's a grown man. Let's remember this is the 21st century, not some old-school soap opera. It's time to build Jason back up as the strong, sexy guy we know he is, not some weakling who lets anyone, especially women, walk all over him. No more whiny voices or indecisive actions, please. Can I get a little maturity around here? Thanks for coming to my TED talk. You're welcome. So let me get this straight. Anna needs Jason's help to find Valentin and Charlotte. Wait, wasn't it Anna who let Valentin go in the first place? So why is she asking Jason to clean up her mess again? Honestly, Anna, you let him go. Now you go find him. Jason doesn't have to do your dirty work. And seriously, I really want to see Jason turn down this mission. It's time for him to put Danny first, as he should. I get that he's a valuable asset in Port Charles, but come on, he's got a son who needs him. This is a job for Lucky, not Jason. Charlotte's his niece, after all. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate Rick's acting? He deserves an award for that performance. Superb stuff. But on a side note, please don't pair Anna and Jason romantically. No. Anna's great, but she's way too old for him, and frankly, they just don't make sense together. And speaking of Jason, who exactly is we? Why is Anna acting like it's Jason's job to find Valentin? It's not his fault Valentin escaped. Anna's the one who messed that up. She's supposed to be a super spy. Maybe it's time she starts acting like one. Jason doesn't need to be out hunting for Lulu's daughter. Let's be real, this is all about finding Charlotte, and Jason's son just lost his mother. He needs to stay with Danny, help him through the grief. That should be his priority, not chasing after Lulu's kid. It's honestly baffling how Anna keeps talking to Jason like he is the one who caused all this. No, Anna, you let Valentin go. Maybe it's time to stop calling your daughter's ex every time you mess up. And if Jason leaves again, yeah, that's going to totally mess with Danny. At least Dante's around for him, but come on, Jason can't just keep running off when his kid needs him. Let's also talk about Anna's amazing habit of constantly asking Jason for help, while threatening to throw him in jail the next time she gets the chance. She needs to stop that nonsense. As for Rick, he really needs to feel the weight of his actions. Trying to hurt Sonny by trashing Christina just ended up hurting his own daughter, too. And Molly, she really needs to lighten up. I get she's unsure about starting a family, but she could at least meet TJ halfway. If she keeps this up, she's going to lose him, and she'll probably regret it. I'm glad Lulu finally made it home, away from her creepy, disturbing Uncle Cyrus. Lucky for her, her mom's the mayor, so with the help of Police Commissioner Anna Devine, they double-teamed their way through that mess. But seriously, I'm getting so sick of Anna dragging Jason into her office every chance she gets. Valentin's running free because of her, and now it's her responsibility to clean up her own mess. Of course, she won't own up to it. There's supposed to be all this joy with Lulu's return, but for a lot of people, it's just a reminder of what they've lost. Danny, for example, he's full of jealousy watching Rocco get his mom back, and that sends him into a spiral of anger. Jason and Carly do their best to reassure him that it's okay to feel those things, that grief has a way of sneaking up on you, and others are going through the same pain. Dante, Scout, Alexis, they're all grieving too. But of course, Jason's there to let Danny know that he's not alone. I'll always be here for you. Cue the tears. Meanwhile, Anna's face says it all. She's the walking, talking aftermath of her decision to send Valentin and Charlotte away. Now that Lulu's back, she's going to be asking about Charlotte, and Anna's going to have to face the fallout. I just wish Anna would stop bugging Jason for 5 minutes. Danny needs him right now. If anyone should be out there hunting for Charlotte, it's Lucky, not Anna. Anna's the one who let Charlotte slip through her fingers, so now she needs to deal with it. Meanwhile, Jason's family has been through enough, and Danny needs his support more than ever. Let Anna go chase after the mess she made and leave Jason to do what he's actually good at, being there for Danny. As for Rick, I almost feel bad for him. I mean, he's an attorney. He did his job, and he did it well. But defending Ava after losing what was supposed to be his grandchild? Yeah, he had to know that wasn't going to sit well with his daughter. And yet, when she pushed him away, the look on his face was enough to break your heart. Sure, he dug his own grave, but that's still his daughter. Give it time, though. Soap 101. Reconciliation is always just around the corner. And yeah, Lulu should have asked about Charlotte by now. How odd that she hasn't. But let's be real, Cyrus needs to be held accountable for all the crap he's pulled. Reformed my foot, shakes head. And on a completely random note, what's with the teenage kids never being in the opening credits? I mean, you've got kids like Danny, Rocco, and Aiden, but they're never featured. Meanwhile, the younger ones, like James, get the spotlight. Sure, Wiley, Violet, and Leo pop up every now and then, but it's like they forget the older kids exist. Why is nobody getting Lulu to the hospital? Major surgery, coma, hello. And half of these people are connected to the medical world. Rant over, deep breaths. Cyrus' act of playing the clueless fool is officially over. He knows what he's doing, and he knows everyone else knows it too. The guy's a creep, completely devoid of boundaries, and with nothing but malicious intent. Thank goodness Laura is finally done humorously tolerating him and is now filing restraining orders for her entire family. Dante's reaction to Lulu is beyond shocking. He's upset, almost resentful. It's like he's blaming her for Sam's death, even though Sam gave her life to save Lulu. Real classy, Dante. As for Cyrus, surprise, surprise, he's not changing. He's hiding behind his Bible like a coward until it's time to make his move. What was his actual plan with Lulu? And who was the person who called him, telling him she was gone? You know, that definitely rubbed him the wrong way. There's something up. Maybe he's the one who drugged Sam. And what's his deal with wanting Lulu moved? Something doesn't add up here. It's also pretty fascinating watching Anna and Laura tag team against Cyrus. But there's something off about him. The way he talks to Lulu's doctors, shouldn't he have been talking to Laura about Lulu's condition instead? It's almost like he's hiding something. And as wild as it seems that Lulu is up and walking around so soon, I'm actually relieved they didn't drag out her recovery. These reunions have been spot on, especially the one with Laura tomorrow. Can you imagine if Lulu had woken up in a more realistic, debilitated state? It wouldn't have been the same, not with those heartfelt moments. For those still struggling to piece it together, back when Dante and Brooklyn were teenagers, they had a baby. This all happened off-screen, way before Brooklyn showed up in Port Charles for her senior year, and before Dante ever set foot in the place. So Lois, being the good friend she is, asked Sonny to help make sure the kid was financially taken care of. Sonny agreed, not just because he's a stand-up guy, but also because he loved Brooklyn. What Brooklyn didn't know is that her baby was adopted by Lois' cousin, a world-traveling violinist. But plot twist, the cousin got sick, returned to Bensonhurst with the child, around 6 or 7 years old, and then died. So the only person who knows that Gio is Brooklyn's kid is Lois. And to complicate matters, I don't even think Lois realizes that Dante is the dad, or that Gio is Sonny's grandson. She's not about to drop that bomb on either Sonny or Olivia, though, so let's keep that hush-hush. Now, I can totally see Carly stepping in as the maternal figure in Danny's life, especially with Sam out of the picture. It makes sense. Carly's Jason's best friend, after all. But here's my theory. Brooklyn and Dante got busy at summer camp when Brooklyn was around 14 to 15. She had the baby while in Bensonhurst, but here's the kicker. She was hypnotized to forget about it. You know, by one of Lois' psychic medium, crystal gazing, whatever contacts. Then, some friend in Italy takes the baby in, and Brooklyn ends up in Port Charles, clueless. And surprise, surprise, that kid, Gio. Laura, she totally went full old school, Spencer style, and laid down the law with Lulu, telling her she was taking her to the hospital. Honestly, it was a total throwback to those classic Spencer moments. Now, if we could just get Lucky a decent storyline, recast Nicholas, and maybe break him out of jail, and throw in a little Spencer drama, even if we have to recast him too, we could have the Spencer family actually doing something for once. They've been MIA for far too long, and it's time to rebuild that family. And speaking of Lulu, I have a feeling she's about to bring that Cassadine vendetta back into play. Can't wait to see how that all unfolds. And now? Oh, now it all clicks. Gio is Dante and Brooklyn's kid. And Sonny and Lois, they've known this whole time. That's why Sonny's been footing his education bills. Big reveal, right? Also, had to change the spelling of Sonny's name because, the spelling police had to weigh in. Can't win 'em all. So here's my brilliant thought for the day. When are they going to actually evolve Jason's character? His whole Captain Save-A-Ho act is getting real old, and seriously, every time he rushes off to play hero, he ends up dead. Like, why is he running off with Anna when Danny just lost his mother? He's all, I'm gonna be there for my son. But we all know that's just talk at this point. His character desperately needs a change. How about making a life for him and Danny, huh? Not that I'm saying I agree with Drew raising Danny, but let's face it, Jason can't seem to put him first, so maybe Drew should. And did Sam even think twice when she left Danny with Drew? I mean, other than Carly, who knows him better. I'm just venting here, but come on. And then there's Drew, who thinks he can just tell Jason he can't stay at Monica's house with his own son. Like, who does this guy think he is? Seriously, it gets under my skin. Oh, and Gio is Dante and Brooklyn's kid. That's the big secret. It all went down at camp, in case you missed that. Shocking, right? Honestly, I really hope Jason tells Anna to take a hike. She's the one who let Valentin go, so she should be the one to go chasing after him. Right now, Jason needs to be with Danny. He doesn't owe Anna a thing, and asking him for this is honestly just selfish. Let's keep in mind this is a soap opera, folks. The actors are just doing their jobs. I don't understand why people are so full of hate. I mean, I might not love a character, but I don't hate them, and I certainly don't hate the actors. Seriously, all the hate has got to stop. By the way, I could watch Rick interrogate Christina on the stand 1,000 times and still get a kick out of it. She annoys me so much, I can't even explain why. And Molly? She never came off as someone who really wanted to be a mom. She seemed way more upset about not being able to do what other women could than actually wanting a baby. Even when Christina was pregnant, Molly seemed more focused on keeping the baby away from Chrissy than anything else. Maternal vibes? Yeah, not so much. It's honestly baffling how some people are hating on Lulu. I mean, she's barely been on the show. And yet, there are people blaming her for Sam's death. Like, really? It's almost like they forgot we're all supposed to be fans of GH here. Why are we turning on each other like this? Oh, and Michael's apparently considering a move to head a new ELQ branch, overseas, because that's what every soap character needs, more international business drama. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure he won't die. Carly's already lost Morgan. Do you think they're going to make her lose another kid? Nah, that would be way too cruel, even for GH. Now, about Jason and Drew. Michael knows all about Drew and Willow's little tryst. And what does Jason do? He disciplines Drew. Yep, that's the response. Drew has no clue that Jason knows, and he certainly doesn't know Michael does either. If Carly knew, oh, she'd probably deliver some good old-fashioned justice with a few slaps to the face. Just for good measure. And then there's Sasha, who's pregnant with Michael's baby. Meanwhile, Nina's probably getting morning sickness from, well, something that's definitely impossible, But hey, it's GH. They can do whatever they want. Maybe Nina's carrying triplets now, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Who knows? As for Lulu, she's just gotten hit with a whole bunch of crazy news. Her dad Luke's dead. Sam saved her life by donating part of her liver, and then died from some medical mistake. Oh, and apparently, Sam and Dante are in a serious relationship now, with Sam playing mom to Rocco. Maxie? Still not telling Dante the truth about Lulu, and still in love with him. So now Lulu thinks her chance to reunite with Dante and their family is gone. Ouch. And Lulu doesn't even know about Spencer's so-called death, or that she has a new nephew, Ace, or that her daughter Charlotte's running around with her criminal father, Valentin. But hey, at least Laura had Cyrus arrested. Small victories, right? Oh, and Molly? She's upset with her dad Rick for how he treated Christina during her cross-examination. Even though, let's be real, she kind of did the same thing when Christina was dealing with the baby loss. But hey, who's counting? Alexa is absolutely nailing her role as Lulu. She's a natural beauty. Seriously, not many women can pull off that effortlessly gorgeous look with no makeup and hair tossed into a messy ponytail. Of course, everyone's talking about how wild it is that Lulu is up and about after being in a coma for 4 years. And honestly, I can't blame them. It's a bit crazy, but hey, let's just wait and see what crazy twists are in store for Lulu. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.